Hello there, my name is Wyatt, and today I'll be making a brief video walkthrough of this rental management software that we've created here at Share Marketplace. Before I dive into the software itself, I'd like to just speak a little bit about our company and our goals. So we are a startup founded in Kelowna, British Columbia by graduates of the University of British Columbia, and our goal is to make renting items as easy as buying them. And we figured what better way to do this than to create a tool that helps small to medium-sized rental businesses with their day-to-day operations, because these businesses are kind of the foundation of the rental economy. And so for the rental economy to succeed, these businesses need to succeed as well. So with that in mind, let's dive into the software. So what we're looking at right here is the portal, which is essentially a dashboard where you can see all of the essentials that you need. So we start the portal with the bookings dashboard, where you can see all of your bookings and their status, so you can see whether they're confirmed, canceled, pending, paid, partially paid, unpaid. You can see the date ranges, the customers, and the total cost. If you want some more in-depth details, you can double click on it, and from here you can send out contract signature requests, you can send out invoices, you can modify the booking or assign employees, as well as just view all of the relevant information, including the delivery information and whether or not the contract has been signed. We also have the inventory management part of the dashboard, where you can see all of your inventory items. Each item is given a specific serial number if this is something that's relevant to you, and you can also edit these serial numbers so they're a bit less arbitrary than just these numbers we provide for you. And you can see right here whether the items are rented out or available or unavailable due to maintenance and things along those lines. If you want to look deeper into an individual item, you can double click on it, and from here you can add images, you can check the availability of the item to see when it is rented out, when it's under maintenance. You can view maintenance history for the item as well, and you can also edit the pricing and just the general details of the item. Next up, we have the analytics, where you can just see all the performance metrics that are relevant to you. You can select different date ranges or just manually put in dates that you want to compare. And then you can see all kinds of different things. You can see trends, you can see how different categories are performing, you can see your most valuable customers, most valuable customer types, as well as your inventory and how each individual item is performing. And then all of this information can be exported to a PDF where you can save it for a later date if that's something that's relevant to you. The final part of the dashboard is this customer ecosystem that we have. So this is a fake business where there's no real bookings or anything, so the customer list is obviously very small, but I can still show you kind of what it will look like, and you can imagine what it would look like with 100 customers or more. Each customer has their own individual profile where it tells you their contact information, their address, their booking history, spending habits and insights, and things along those lines. And then from here in the customer dashboard, you can provide filters, and you can filter by different criteria, and then you can select your customers based on these criteria, and you can send out mass emails to them. So we kind of provide you with a little email marketing tool where you can select our templates or create your own template, and you can advertise certain items or discounts that you have. You can select coupons to advertise. You can change the color theme as well, and then from here you can change all the text on the email to whatever it may be, and you can send the email out to all of your customers. Alright, so that covers the dashboard. Next we'll take a look at the sidebar, which is where we get a little bit more in-depth into everything. So let's begin with the calendar. We've already taken a look at the bookings, but from here you can create a new booking, and you can view your customers and manage bookings, all of which was available on the dashboard. In inventory, you can do new inventory, manage inventory, and maintenance, which we'll get to later. But for now, we'll start with the calendar. So the calendar is kind of like a one-stop shop for everything that's going on in your business. You can look at it all at once if you choose to. You can also toggle certain things off. If you're only interested in active bookings, you can toggle everything else off and see the active bookings you have going on. We provide many different view models for the calendar. So right now this is the monthly view, and these green cells are the individual bookings. So right here you can see we have a wine lunch for Nils from the 19th to the 21st. If you click on that, it shows you some details, and you can also just click on view full details and it'll take you to that booking. We also have 2-month, 3-month, 6-month, and 1-year view. So if you take bookings really far out in the future, you can go ahead and see kind of how packed each of your months are, and how many events you have going on. And then we even narrow it down farther into a week view. From the week view, you can see what's going on a given week. And we have different view models within the week view as well. So this is the item or the inventory view, where you can see your unique inventory items and what's going on with them. You can also switch to bookings view, where you can see the actual bookings going on. So you have right here, we've got chairs for Nils, and then this current week we have the wine lunch for Nils this weekend, and it just tells you not only when the booking occurs, but what the event is, if that's relevant to you. And then we also have employees view. So this shows you your different employees and what they've got going on a given week. So you can see right here, Doug Morrison is assigned to that wine lunch for Nils. He was assigned to this one, but it was canceled, and now it's just this wine lunch for Nils. And you can just kind of go in and take a look at what you've got to do on a given week, and it'll tell you if you have a delivery to perform or whatever it may be. And maintenance records will also show up. So let's take a look at maintenance. From here, you can automatically schedule a maintenance. You just search the item you want. Let's say this portable bar needs maintenance, and then you just type in the reason for the maintenance, how long that item will be under maintenance, and just some general notes if that's necessary. And you can also select whether the maintenance will be done internally or externally. And then if you do create a maintenance request, which I won't do right now just for the sake of time, it will appear in the calendar. Next up, let's take a look at the contracts. So from the contract section, you can create a contract and add your stored policies. So if you have like a cancellation policy, refund policy, or security deposit, you can put that there for your customers to see. And then we don't provide real contract templates for you, just because every business has their own individual needs and we can't create infinite templates. But what we do allow you to do is create your own template. So we'll just call it basic contract for now. And here you will just copy and paste your existing contract, and all we need you to do is slide these dynamic fields into the relevant part of your contract. And then every time a booking is made for the associated item, these fields will fill in with the relevant information from the booking. So let's generate this contract, and then once you generate it, you can associate listings. They are all associated to another one right now, so nothing's available. But what you would do is any contract or any listing that this contract would apply to, you would associate it, and then this contract would be automatically generated every time that those are rented out. Next, we'll talk about payments. So we offer payment processing through Stripe or Square. It's kind of up to your discretion which one you want to pick. And then we allow you to create coupons that can be used for your booking. So you can create unlimited coupons here. You can discount a fixed amount or percentage, kind of up to you. And then you can also integrate QuickBooks to our software. Then we've got reviews, which this is again a fake business, so there's no reviews, although they would all be 5 stars. We have support, where you can kind of look through some walkthroughs, or you can contact our team if you'd like to. And then there's also support for the integration. I won't go into that because it's super in-depth, but yeah. And then in settings, you have your settings, obviously, where you can add information about your business. You can link your social medias. You can add images, set delivery pricing rules that will be displayed to your customers, and scheduling as well. And then in the team, you can add team members. So we allow you to add as many team members as you want. We don't charge additional costs per team member. And then we have two-factor authentication. We have a PIN that you can put in as well, just for extra security. And then these triggers we're currently working on, but they're like automation. So if a certain item has been rented out X times, it'll trigger an automatic maintenance request or something along those lines. So that is basically all the general functionality of the software. There's a few more things I could show you, but just for the sake of not making an hour-long video, which I could do, I'm just gonna leave it there. And if you'd like to learn a little bit more in depth about the software, or just you have questions and you want them answered, feel free to reach out to us. We can answer your questions over the phone, over email, or we can schedule like a little software demo for you as well, whichever one you prefer. And I'll just throw our contact information on the screen and you can use that to contact us. But for now, I'll just leave it there. Thanks again for taking the time to watch this video, and have a good one.